Hi there, Heather Pierce Campbell, the legal website warrior, attorney and legal coach, coming at you from Seattle, Washington with another 1-minute legal tip. So in this video, I wanted to talk briefly about the reality that there are online trolls, okay? Most of us know that, but I'm going to talk about it specifically in relation to the business world. So just as there are people in the brick and mortar business world that can come up with some kind of crazy plans. I mean, you've heard stories and maybe even seen them in newspapers. These are going to be people that, for example, travel up and down the West Coast and plant all kinds of crazy things, bugs or gross things into their food at a restaurant, and then have a pattern of suing restaurants over very similar things, right? So there are people that do this. They target businesses, they bring lawsuits, kind of make a living, right? Just hoping that every once in a while one of those lawsuits will work out. But obviously there's ways to get to the bottom of that and figure that out. But sometimes people don't. Well, in the online world, you have the same thing. There are people that are unethical people that troll online businesses looking for violations of certain laws or just looking to create trouble. And I tell people generally, business, really is kind of a mathematical model. It's just a pure statistical model. There are a certain percentage of people that will cross your path that just will cause problems. It is truly just a statistical model. You will have problems in business at some point. There is risk that goes along with being in business. That's partly why I'm here, helping people understand what that risk is, but understand that one of the risks is this issue of online trolls. And they will troll. Let's talk about quickly a couple of examples. They will troll especially influencers, people who have established brand names. They will try to get on email lists and watch for violations of the CanSpam Act. Now you have people that are going to be watching for violations of the GDPR, right, which is the new privacy law enacted in the European Union. So you have people that literally just get onto a gazillion lists, watch the email correspondence, watch business practices to try to spot violations being made that will then essentially allow them to bring a claim and claim damages or collect statutory awards that are essentially dictated by statute. So, for example, under the CanSpam Act, which is our federal anti-spam law here in the United States, right, penalties range up to $16,000 per violation of the CanSpam Act, right? And that is a claim that can be made by an individual consumer. It can also be brought on behalf of the government against a violator. So just be aware that there are those people out there that do that, right? There's also a group of men that have made a habit out of suing women-led, women-owned businesses that serve primarily women. And especially in states like California, where you have very protective consumer rights laws, right, that can be problematic. There's usually some relationship to public accommodation. Usually it involves places of public accommodation because there's usually that public element where these men, for example, show up, insist on being included in some function or meeting or something happening in one of these women-owned businesses. And then if they get denied or they get excluded, then boom, they hit the business with a lawsuit based on gender discrimination. But there are also, other groups like this and other types of people that watch for similar problems in businesses and strictly, they basically make a habit out of it. So all of this is to say, I'm a big supporter of business. I believe in being in business and doing business despite the risks, but I also believe obviously in getting educated and having the proper protections in place so that you can then rest easy, knowing that you've done what you can do, you've gotten yourself educated to a minimal amount from a legal perspective, right? And my philosophy is a little of the right legal information goes a long way. So that's my job, and that's why I put these videos together and try to provide tidbits of legal education so that you can understand what to watch for in your business. Anyways, understand that there are legal trolls, or that there are business trolls out there, including in the online world. Get your business practices buttoned up. Know what it is that you need to do to run a really tight business ship. And I'm here if you have any questions. Okay, bye-bye.